Welcome to the MLC. It stands for the Mr. Limber channel. This is your host and your brother, Mr. Limber. Today we're going to do a 1 through 5, and we're going to cover those bullets. And also the topic is guard your tongue from women. Now, if you haven't done it already, go ahead and kick your feet up, grab something cold to drink. You already know what time it is. It is time for the men to talk. Guard your tongue from women. My fellow red pill warriors, let's get into it. What am I talking about? I'm not talking about going down on her. I'm not talking about sucking on her body parts. I am not talking about kissing her. What am I talking about? The words that come out of your mouth. Which brings me to number one. Number one, all you say will be used against you at a later time. When it is appropriate, when she is no longer happy with you, all you say will be used against you. You see, women are very crafty. They will sit there quietly and listen to your deep, darkest secrets. But guess what? If you have a fight with her and she calls the police, she will be using those against you. If you have children with her, when it is time for custody battle. Remember the story you told her about the guy's head that you bust open but you never got caught? That is going to come out in court. You remember the time that you told her about the bank that you robbed or the ATM machine that you hit up back in your younger days, and you kind of flipped that money? You got a car wash now. You got it looking clean. Guess what, my brother? She's going to tell that to the judge. She's going to tell it to her lawyer, and they will use that against you to incriminate you as a man who is not suitable to be around his own kid, regardless whether or not you got that money illegally in order to tend to your child. Whatever you have done that is not pleasant, you want to keep it to yourself. Did you take part in a prostitution ring? You did. Well, guess what? You plan to run for office? You better not let that woman know, because she will use it against you. This is what women do. They will embarrass you where you have power. Is it the church? Are you a pastor? Do you have a woman in the church you find to be very good looking that you lust after? Did you tell her about this when she was laying in your bosom? You did. Oh, my friend, she's going to go ahead and tell the congregation what you did. He ain't so holy, she says. He's not what he cut out to be. Don't let him fool you. He is the devil. She will use it against you. Be careful what you tell a woman, because it will be used against you once it is convenient for her to use it against you. It is the same thing when you go out with a woman. If your goal is just to get the panties, the less you talk, the better. Do not give her something to get an emotion from. Don't tell her anything for her to build an emotion out of. Remember my videos? And if you haven't seen those 2 videos, I suggest you check them out. The first video was Women, Masters of Emotions and Manipulation. The second video was called Women, Slave to Emotions and Open to Manipulations. Those 2 videos will break down the psyche of the woman, the mindset of the woman, her emotions and how it runs her, and how she can use it to manipulate you, and how it can also make her a complete slave and open to emotions. Understand, a woman is highly empathetic. She can feel you. But remember, just because she can feel you does not mean she feels sorry for you. Which brings me to number 2. Number 2, telling her your problems will only bring more problems. Many men think it is okay to tell your boo about your day. Well, let me be here to tell you, my brother, it is a bad idea. Telling a woman about your problems, about your stress, will only stress her. And when she feels that stress, she bounces and leaves you behind. I know you're thinking, look, what the heck is up with that? Why can't she be loyal? That sounds very supportive. I know, I heard the sarcasm in your voice. But guess what? Women are not wired like us. When it doesn't feel good, they tend to bounce. The majority of women are this way, unless they were coached not to be this way. But women, in their natural nature, in their natural way of being, this is the way that they behave. A woman If she feels your stress, your duress, your pain, she will feel sorry for you for a little bit of time. Once it becomes overbearing or it stays around for too long, you're sitting there and you're contemplating on your problems and you're complaining and whining and maybe even crying, for those of you guys who are the teary eyes types. Well, let me tell you something. She will bounce. She will leave you, even though you were there for her in the middle of her problems. You know what? Let me give you guys some quick little Mr. Limba story. There is a young woman that I know. She had a boyfriend. She said he is great. He was amazing. He bought flowers, pulled chairs, did all the great things that she wants a man to do. You know, the simp stuff. The stuff that women really never appreciate, but they ask you to do anyway. And some men haven't realized by now, don't do that ish. Well, yeah, he was doing all of that beautiful, pretty stuff. Guess what? His brother died. And a few months later, his father died. He kept crying. He kept talking about it. You know, he was sharing with his bae all his emotional distress. Guess what? She told me she couldn't take it anymore. It was too heavy for her. It was too much stress. She said, I'm too young for that. And she dumped him and went ahead and sucked up some other dude. This is what women will do. Most women will not feel sorry for you. Most women will not sit there and dry the tears out of your eyes. This is what men will do to a good wife. I said men will do to a good wife. Don't be sitting around here thinking that this is what men do. Don't do it for women who are not worthy. All right? If you have a wife that does what she is supposed to do in complete subjugation before you, completely submissive before you, you do it. And if you're going, Mr. Limba, I don't believe that kind of women exist. Well, guess what I have to tell you? Then don't do it, because women will not do it for you. Telling women your problems only bring you more problems. Women are not loyal to you in the same way that you are loyal to them. I suggest you watch my video. Women are only loyal for 2 reasons. Which brings me to number 3. Number 3, never tell women your fears nor your weaknesses. Let me say that one more time. Never tell a woman your fears or your weaknesses. Women will use your weaknesses against you, and they will use your fears as leverage above your head to suppress you, to hurt you, to manipulate you, to make you move like a puppet on the strings as she plays the part of the puppeteer, controlling your every move. If a woman thinks you are afraid of not seeing your children, she will make sure you don't see your children. If she knows that your children are your world in your heart, whenever you get them, you're posting all the pictures on social media, and for some odd reason, she is still your friend on social media, or she have her friends, which are your friends on social media, meaning she can use their pages to see what you're posting, even if it's on private and she's not your friend. She will use that against you. She sees you at the restaurant with the kids. She sees you all happy with them all over you. She is going to use that as leverage against you. If she thinks you're afraid of divorce and alimony, she will threaten you with divorce and alimony all the time. Remember, a woman doesn't have strength, so she looks for leverages, which is why manipulation is necessary. Manipulation is necessary when one lacks the strength, so one manipulates. For those who have strength, no need to manipulate. You just go ahead and you take what you want. You see how that works. So if you tell her your weaknesses, she will poke at them. She will keep seeing, are you breakable? Because women look for the strongest possible man. Hence why they deal with thugs who don't care about anything. Now, while those thugs may be fearless, they're also stupid. However, it's a trait that she evolved to look for in a man. All right. So if you tell a woman your weaknesses, believe me, it's a matter of time before she start poking at them and try to break you. If not break you, borderline drive you insane. If you tell her your fears, she will hold them over your head as leverage. All right. Do not give women weapons. They don't use them to help you fight. They use them to attack you. Number 4, never tell her you don't have a plan or a solution. Let me say that one more time. Never tell a woman you don't have a plan or a solution. If you don't have it at the moment, tell her I'm working on it. I got it. Don't worry about it. A man is supposed to make things small, not big. Women are supposed to make things big, not small. So when a woman comes across a problem, she amplifies it and make it a lot bigger than it is. A man is supposed to take that problem and make it small until he solves it. This is what we do. If you don't realize what I'm saying, look at when a woman is complaining about her problems. Before you were a red pill and you gave a crap, women used to come to you and talk about her problems. And of course, you gave a crap. So what you end up doing is you try to fix it, and they would complain. I'm not asking you to fix my problems. I just want you to listen. And you're sitting there thinking to yourself, this is the most stupid thing that I've ever heard. The most stupid thing that you ever heard. Who the heck complains about a problem, gets a solution, rejects the solution, and keeps complaining about the problem? No one in their right mind does something so stupid, but a woman will. It's just the way they're built. Now, I don't hate them. I'm not knocking them. It's just what it is. A woman was created to amplify things. Now, the thing she is supposed to amplify is the man's agenda. The man she follows, her husband, her mate, whatever, the man that she follows and sleeps with, she is supposed to help push his agenda. So she's supposed to amplify what he's doing. Now, what women end up doing is amplifying all the problems. Okay? She amplifies all the issues. So as a man, if you're telling her you have no solution, what she end up doing is amplifying all the problems that you are dealing with and eventually looking at you as weak. You don't want to do that. You tell her, hold on, I'm going to handle this. Don't worry about it. I'm going to let you know. Send her about her way. No more talking, no and ifs or buts. I said I got it. I'm the man. I got it. Now, for those of you who are new to the red pill, when I say I got it, I don't mean pay her bills for her and buy her stuff and simp. No simping. That's not what I mean. I mean a mental solution. If this is a woman that you are dealing with in a close type of relationship, something serious or borderline serious. That's what I mean. All right. So never tell her you don't have a plan or a solution. You either have one, don't offer one if she's not that important to you, or you tell her you will have one soon and you'll let her know, don't worry about it. You got this. Number 5, which is the last but not least, never tell her or show her that she is more important than your essence. Let me say that one more time. You never tell a woman and you never show a woman through your actions that she is more important than your essence. Your essence is your being. It's your soul. It's your goals. It's your mindset. It's who you are. It is everything that makes you. If you put a woman before your essence, keyword your, possessive pronoun, your essence, she will disrespect you. She will pick you apart. She will break you. Because a woman is meant to follow you. So when you put her in front of you and you follow her, as a result, she feels uncomfortable. She feels annoyed. She gets hateful and she will tear you apart. She will break your world. She will pick you apart and make your life miserable. You understand that, guys? Never put a woman before your essence. And she will try this with you, right? She's going to tell you, well, you could at least compromise. Do not compromise unless you deem it worthy. There is no compromising in order to make a woman happy. That is called stupidity. Don't do that. All right. If you think that, all right, if I compromise eating breakfast at 7 and eat breakfast at 8 o'clock instead, she's going to make an extra $500 that's going to come towards paying my bills, then yeah, it makes sense. I could compromise that. But if it's just because it makes her happy, no. A woman is happy when you do what you want. A woman is happy when you do what you want. A woman is happy when you do what you want as a man. I cannot stress that enough. Women say otherwise, but the men that they are most loyal to are the men that gives them the hardest times. All right. The man that give them a hard time is the man they are loyal to. The man that makes their lives easy is the man they trample under their feet. All right. So, guys, number 5, never tell or show her that she is more important than your essence. The very core of who you are must come first, must stay first, must continue in that way. All right. So let's recap real quick. I'm trying to make this video fast. The title is Guard Your Tongue from Women. Number 1, all you say will be used against you. Number 2, telling her your problems will only bring more problems. Number 3, never tell women your fears nor your weaknesses. Number 4, never tell her you don't have a plan or a solution. Number 5, never tell her or show her that she is more important than your essence. Guys, be careful what you tell women. Women rarely use what you tell her to do good. The only time you do most of your talking to women is when you're molding a woman, you're grooming a woman to be the way you want her to be. But telling women your deep, darkest secrets, your stress, your duress, your failures, your shortcomings, will all be weapons that you are giving her so she may use against you. Let me leave you guys with this right here. Yeah, let me leave you guys with a little something right here. Let's go to Micah, the 7th chapter, the 5th verse. All right. It says this: keep the doors of your mouth from her that lies in your bosom. That's the King James version of the Bible. Let me give you guys a more modern version so you guys can see something. Don't trust anyone, not your best friend or even your wife. You see that? You cannot trust your own wife, guys. All right. Another translation, NIV, even with the woman who lies in your embrace, guard the words of your lips. I hope you guys got that. Even the Holy Scriptures, even if you don't believe in them, is telling you, watch what you tell even the closest woman that you have sex with and breed children with. Watch what you tell her. Keep your tongues guarded when around women. I hope this was some red pill eye opener. I hope it helped fuel you guys for another week. This is some quick red pill content. It's your boy and your brother, Mr. Limba. Until next time, peace.